Hey everyone, it's James from FunFoods, and today I'm going to show you how to make this giant Pop-Tart. Now I made this thing completely from scratch, so keep watching and I'll show you step by step how to make this. The first thing we need to do is make our pastry, and I'm going to make this completely from scratch. If you've seen my last videos of my Pop-Tarts, I used a pre-made pie crust, but for this, because it's going to be a giant one, I figured the best way to do it is to make it from scratch. Start off with a large bowl, and to that we're going to add 2 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Just whisk this all up. After that's been whisked up pretty good, what we're going to do now is add some butter. This is 1 cup of butter that I have cubed up, and we're just going to put that in there. At this point you want to switch to a wooden spoon because the whisk won't work very well. And we're just going to mix everything in really good. Really work that butter into that flour. It helps if the butter is a little soft. You don't want it to be too hard. So after some work, you can tell that your flour and butter mixture here is all well combined. It's kind of creamed together. It is going to be quite a bit of a dry mixture right now at this stage. So just take this, set this aside. We're going to come back to a smaller bowl here. It's okay if this has been used. What we're going to do is add 2 tablespoons of milk and 1 large egg. Just whisk this up. When that's been whisked up, now we're just going to come back to our butter and flour mixture here. So we're just going to mix in our egg. Here we go. Egg and milk mixture. And then combine this. Mix it up really good. And as you see, it's all mixed in really good. Now we're going to move on to the next step, which is kneading the dough. For this step, we want to start off with a smooth surface. So I have my little smooth surface down here, and we want to put some flour on that. Just coat it with some flour. And then we can take our dough and roll it out right onto that floured surface. You sprinkle a little bit of flour on top as well. And we're just going to knead this, and you're not going to knead it much. Next, we're going to roll this out, and we want to roll it out to about the size of our baking pan, just a little short of this. So that's how big our Pop-Tarts are going to be. So I've rolled it out pretty good. I'm going to cut this just so it's perfectly square. And I'm going to cut it about here, or rectangle, I should say. And this is going to be 1/2 of our Pop-Tart. Now just take your 1/2, and we want to put this on our baking sheet that has, there we go. So I put it on our baking sheet that's been lined with some parchment paper, and we're going to move on and just do a whole nother batch just for the other half. Alright, so I went ahead off camera and made a second one of these Pop-Tart halves. I just made sure that they're the same size. So here's one and there's the other. Now what we need to do is make an egg wash, which is, I'm going to put 2 eggs in a container here. Then you want to add about 2 tablespoons of milk, 2 teaspoons of milk, sorry. And you just want to whisk this up. There we go. What we're going to do now is just take a brush and we're going to spread it on here. especially pay close attention around the sides. And I've decided to make this a strawberry Pop-Tart. And I just have some strawberry jam here that I'm going to scoop out. And you want to keep it near the middle more, but you want to spread it out a little bit. Now once you have that on there spread out, what we're going to do here is do another egg wash on this one. Spread it out really good. Once that's on there like that, now we can take this and we're just going to flip this over right on top of the other one. Kind of line it up. There we go. Now just take a fork and we want to press in the sides. This is going to seal it up really good. And I'm going to put another egg wash on top of this, but before I do that, I want to transfer it over to our cookie sheet again. Now it probably would have been easier if I had done that in reverse and I had put the other one on top of the one that was already on the cookie sheet. And of course that would be easier. Now what we got to do is we got to poke some holes. Now you can do it with a fork, you can do it with you know, toothpicks, whatever, because we want to make it so it breathes while it cooks. So just going to poke a few holes in here. There we go. And then finally, another coat of our egg wash. All right, now just take this, you want to put this in the oven at 375 degrees, anywhere between, I'm going to check it at 15 minutes, but I'm guessing it'll take 20 to 25 minutes to cook.
Still has a long way to go, but look how nicely it's coming along there.
Wow, our giant Pop-Tart looks amazing. What we're going to do right now is let this cool down at least 5 to 10 minutes, and it's golden brown, just perfect the way I want it. And then we can move on to the next step, which is the icing. To make the icing that's going to go on top of our giant Pop-Tart, I just have a medium bowl here, and to that I'm going to add 1 cup of powdered sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and about 2 tablespoons of milk. Just mix this in really good. And it's really a game of playing with it to get the right consistency. I'm going to add another cup of powdered sugar to this. And if that's too much, just add a little bit more milk, but not too much. Now I think this is perfect. I added 2 cups of powdered sugar and about 2 tablespoons of milk, and of course 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now let's just take this and put this on our giant Pop-Tart. Now our Pop-Tart has cooled down a little bit. It's not completely cool, it's still warm, and we're just going to add our icing right on top of it. Spread it around. And because Pop-Tarts usually have some sort of sprinkles or something across the top of them, I'm going to use these rainbow sprinkles and just kind of sprinkle them around. And that's it. That is our giant Pop-Tart. Looks amazing. I can't wait to bite into it. Okay, so I cut our big giant Pop-Tart in half, and we're gonna bite into this and see how it tastes. It's good. Tastes just like a Pop-Tart, just a giant version of it. Amazing. Well, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me make this giant Pop-Tart. There was a lot of fun making it, and as you saw, it's filled with strawberry, and it's just amazing. I hope you get a chance to make it for yourself, and if you do, please share with me on any of my social media at FunFoodsYT. Check out some of the videos I have off to the side. I think you may enjoy those as well. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Also, write in the comments any suggestions you have for future videos. And until then, I'll see you next time.